Gamers, we're back with more of the Bazaar. And even if we're playing the same kind of build very frequently, I've been having a great time winning instead of losing, which is rare for a fellow like me. One moment here. I was just reading. I'm at work, but I was reading the Discord messages. It's all good. Let's see here. Gold tier skill or two mediums. I mean, this could be amazing, don't get me wrong, but 2 medium silvers could help us get started. I really wish we took the skill. Yeah. Right. This is gonna sound bad. Let's fish for a powder horn, man. I just like having the option of being able to run ammo. Going to a shop, spending 2 gold early and getting nothing on the reroll is really bad. We should win no matter what. I'm feeling unconfident about where we stand in general here. We're not going to lose to this guy. That's a given. But like, I'm feeling very, very unconfident for day 1, in which case we probably would have been much better off getting a gold skill. But I mean, these could have been 2 incredible mediums too. That's the thing with variance, man. Sometimes you eat the bar, sometimes the bar eats you. Not super stoked about the Fang, but you know, we only had a certain amount of options.
Take your time.
Katana, maybe?
I'm pretty laid back.
Not really a shoveler. We might be able to win day 1 with that.
Free. I like the exercise.
I feel like I have to look. I'm so sorry.
Just toss that on my back, and I'll trot it.
All I'm asking you is, I guess, to be honest, you saw my board, so you know Whiplash and Iron Man 2. Have you seen my board? You remember that guy? All I'm saying is, because you saw my board, you know the situation that we were in. And as a result, you know that I have no choice but to take... It's not even a free lunch, okay? It's just a good start. We should rinse you. I'm just concerned about this bird. Sandstorm, please. I mean, the bird has to go off another 10 times. It's probably not going to be like 43 seconds before the sandstorm starts to tick. So just getting a win that we probably didn't deserve feels good. I'm so sorry to you, but definitely our play is get a powder flask, upgrade double barrel, probably for free from B1 and B2, and then try to replicate the exact last run we just had. But like, obviously if we could get more wins, it would be better, but I don't even want to say that, because based on the way that this run started, I thought it was possible that we were just screwed to begin with. So I don't really want to rush mediums to begin with. It's easy to upgrade bronzes now. How about a neutral item? You know what? It's kind of like a bad cove. That's a good skill to have. It's basically like you're at the silver level now.
9 years.
And then you're going to give us a powder flask. I'm going to grab this just for now.
You got it here.
You're not going to give us a powder flask, but you are going to give us crit chance. And we're going to get a powder flask elsewhere. We're going to fight you. And you're going to give me a sharpening stone. I don't know, okay? I don't know what you're going to give me, but... No crits, huh? We win these. It was looking a little dicey, kind of, because we were out of ammo, but... Shadow Cloak is disgusting. Actually, if we can get Shadow Cloak now, rifle or katana, there's something to it, man. But first, we gotta look in the shop. We gotta find it. It's not gonna be any of yous. It's katana. So I think for now, sell me. That takes us to 6 gold. Buy katana.
He actually cares about this.
take all this stuff out. Shadow Cloak goes in. I want to keep this board. But I then want this, and this, and this, and sell this, which will also reduce your cooldown, but not by that much. This now means we have way less burst, but we have some scaling that allows us to chill until we can get burst. Now, what I'm really looking for, honestly, like a B1 and B2 means we don't have to be super anal about upgrading our bronzes. Okay, I'm gonna take a skill. I regret it, but I think it's the right meta choice to take the skill instead of the upgraded cloak. Even though it's close, and the cloak would give us a nice bonus in damage, B1 and B2 can upgrade all of our bronzes for 8 gold, which is insane. I think I rinsed you, man. I mean, I'm not gonna deny that you're putting up some shield here, but we're scaling pretty quick. The barrel's kind of going off, but can I be so bold as to say that I think I've made every decision appropriately so far? And it's very complicated. It's more complicated than the average start. But I'm not used to getting Shadow Cloak from Covetous. Usually I beg for Shadow Cloak and I get like, you know, 8% crit chance. Ow! Vindicated! Upgrade them all. It even upgrades your bag, man. That's crazy. That's an insane get.
This will inspire the crew.
Do they even make bronze crow's nest? I gotta go take a look, okay? They do. Because they do, I have to look for it here. I'm in your walls. I'm in your walls. Okay, so what do you do now? I think I scared my cat. This is insane. Now you run this. And you find a small item that is not a weapon to hit that spot. Now, if we get Powder Horn, we might actually genuinely run the double barrel, but let me see. A good small would really hit the spot. Bayonet doesn't ruin rifle reload, but it does ruin Crow's Nest lifesteal. Sounds crazy. I think you just put a cannonball in your bag.
Come back for a refund.
This is the build for now. You may disagree, but I personally, I think you would be wrong. I was going to take it a step further, but I would love your skill. I really don't want anything but your skill. We can lose to human beings. Like, we're pretty weak to burst, which is very common right now. I know that because I run it. But we're pretty strong in general. Like, our build pops off pretty fast. That's crazy. You're going to get a lot of haste right off the start. I'd still love to fill out my board. But at this, and neutral items can be mighty nice, man. But I gotta take a peek because the XP would go crazy. And honestly, am I crazy to think that maybe Gear Nola Bar is what we want here? It's not. I mean, the skill would be nice too, but just something to fill the space and give us a little bit of utility. I mean, it's only day 3. Obviously, we want Katana to scale faster. Wow! Upgrade a bronze item. As much as, like, you could easily upgrade B1 and B2, it does seem to me like it would be nice to just take the Crow's Nest upgrade while we're here and double that crit chance. And then, just being straight up with you. Sorry, brother. We're gonna need, more damage on the katana. It's hard to add the damage to the katana, and it doesn't gain much damage on level up either. But do we put anything else out there? I think we don't. It's kind of tempting to say maybe the lifesteal doesn't matter and just put out more damage early, and that genuinely might be the way, but I'm gonna stick with what's been working so far, and I'm gonna trust the process. It's like you look for burst, but if we survive the burst, we're chilling. They're a slow build. Restorative pop snappers that's interesting. It's very interesting. I don't mean interesting bad, man. Like, it's doing something. It didn't do enough, but our build is really good, to be honest with you. That's 3 wins in 3 days. They're saying this is NL's patch, man. It's all about the setup on day 1. And then, or like day 1 and 2. And then it's all about like maybe the pivot to a boulder or something later, but we'll worry about that when its time comes. When you use a non-weapon item, charge this 1 second. Literally nobody cares, bud. Nobody cares. Everybody cares about this. You're definitely sold. Dock lines is now unaffordable. Still need to sell one more thing. It's really hard to sell a scaler or a double barrel because we know they're good. But this is a nice build. I don't know if it can last forever because we need a better form of scaling like on you, but now with 0 gold your decisions become a lot easier. Speaking of which, our decision is really easy, I think, because if we get the crow's nest here, we get an easy upgrade. Double haste is kind of crazy, man. Well, I guess what we really need is if we could fight Trash Town Mare and get augmented weaponry, or alternatively get lifting, or some form of weapon scaling separated from the cloak. You know, there's no need to sell it yet, because if it gets upgraded, it's 5 extra gold. Speaking of which, let's just take the skill, right? It's a skill. We don't need to upgrade any bronzes. Give me a good skill. 5% crit chance.
Another empty chest.
I mean, it's 5 gumballs. Your enemy has more health, 5% cooldown reduction. When you freeze... I'm sorry, it's gotta be a roll. I hate to spend, like, my net worth on the roll. You have 7 items in play, your weapons deal 20 plus damage. Okay, well, like, we shouldn't take a useless skill, but there is a chance at some point we'll have 7 items in play. All it means is, no, it's never gonna happen. Let me see what we got here. Honestly, just take a peek, and if you don't like what you see... Whoa! When you use an ammo item, shield 10. Useless, but interesting.
No armor.
I'm still happy with where we're at. Now, winning early is crazy, because when in the early game, there's a wide array of builds out there. Some of them are good and some of them are bad. In the late game, they're only good. So it's really important, if possible, that we, like, get as many wins as we can before people start sending their best. And that's exactly what's going to happen, which is nice. So that we're immediately, I feel blessed that I get to spend one more day in Bronze 4. That feels nice. Now, admittedly, the katana's starting to look a little unimpressive. Or maybe we need dock lines to be buffed a little bit. Or maybe I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know. I'll tell you. I'll take 100 max health. I'll take a free item. 7 gold is like, we're not rich right now. It's embarrassing to me that I always have to look at Preening Duelist. He's an ammo merchant. If you're an ammo merchant, let me look at Mod Squad real quick again. I always get you confused with Technovirus. A, I think we can take you and level up. B, it's possible that maybe First Aiden is valuable, or like Crypto would be good for us. That's kind of obvious though, but First Aiden might be playable. I don't know. There's not always going to be an enemy that's, you know, a lock to benefit you. But we're clearing the AI easy right now. The humans are another matter. Chris Army Knife is kind of interesting, right? It's like... I don't really feel compelled to sell him right away. Take silver loot, though. Because, like, what if him getting buff gives us an incredible amount of shield? That seems unlikely now that I think about it, but... Okay, we're all in on winning now. And forget ammo items. Give me, like, an enchanted item that goes insane. Your Radiant Revolver. If we could reload it, it's something. Freeze Potion is interesting, but I'm fishing for bigger game, man. I could spend a lot of gold doing this. Actually, getting... So, +2 slow is amazing, right? Because isn't it good? It's going to slow 4 items for 3 seconds and it'll be good forever. Metronome will put this bad boy on perma haste. But I'm thinking it's possible we can get like when you crit haste and then it'll be on perma haste anyway. And the silencer's doing good work. So I think we, instead of taking the meme choice, which actually still might have been really nice, we take like the long-term choice. Oh, it adds time, not, like it adds depth, not breadth, but still. Okay. I mean, 5 seconds is no joke. We're going up against a perfect dually, so I'm a little bit frightened, to be fair. Burn is what we don't want to see. It is what we see as well. Atomic clock. Oh no, man. My katana's gonna have like a 5-second cooldown. At least it's like perma hasted, but still, that's kind of like a nasty constraint to be working with. And the burn is getting higher and higher. Hold. You got a crit, man. Nah, fair enough. I mean, that's like that's a nasty bit of technology there. I don't think we can look at that and say like our build is cooked. That's just a really, really... I mean, we basically have 2 items that do anything and have cooldowns, and they got screwed by it. The whole reason katana is any good is because it attacks fast, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Everyone here is huge.
You're worth holding.
Sell things so I can buy things. Huge things.
Spyglass like owns the mirror match.
There's fun size and then there's boring size.
I'm sorry, I just don't see that happening.
Even when I don't care.
Like I could put you out here, take out dock lines, keep the silencer. If we go up against a 1-weapon build, we own you, and the crit chance goes. I gotta give you a chance.
Now sell me something.
I know we lose damage on it, but the cooldown increase is like, for PvP, that seems like it matters a lot. Or could matter a lot. Let's test it out against the Enclave Weeper. Really the only question is like, can I still own you? And if I can still own you, then this is fine. We're not a burst damage build, so losing the flat damage from the silencer, I don't think that's like the be-all, end-all. It is a lot worse. I mean, it took off like, I don't know, like a third of our damage, which is pretty significant, but okay, when you poison, do nothing. Probably skills we should not even be taking, but you have to upgrade some silvers, man. I don't think it's... You're not really a 70% crit chance. We gotta go Crow's Nest. It's just...
Now this...
You can tell, right? Like, I'm losing confidence in the build.
Sale, no sale. I want what's right for you.
I hate an item for a second. The thing is, it's not the haste, it's the scaling. The extra damage that comes off of that is what really matters. If I'm not going to put you out here, this doesn't matter. I think I'm going to put you out here. Instead of dock lines. It's a spicy choice. Your cooldown going down to 1.3. With haste, you can attack faster than once per second. You can attack once every 0.5 seconds with haste. It's just the cooldown won't go lower than every 1 second. One Mississippi. I think it's attacking faster than once per second. I'm not like the be-all end-all of counting time in my head, but like that felt faster than a second to me.
As spineless as a jelly.
Now we're very much all in on this, so if you have any form of crowd control, we're probably gonna eat dirt. Stop giving me people who've got 80% win rates, man! Give me the trash! I know I'm bronze 4 now, I'm big man on campus, but come on. Okay, so they got, I was just gonna say, they got Shadow Rifle. Oh my god, it's like an A-B test, man. I can't conceivably win because the dock lines make all the difference. Oh wait, or does my Crow's Nest make a little bit of a difference? It's not looking good, fellas.
Land
Okay.
legs make you predictable. You move in straight
So
lines.
that's like... There's other stuff to look at. It's possible their cooldown might have been a little bit faster. It could happen. That stings, though. I have to... Oh, you know what? They had gold dock lines, too. That's not an apples-to-apples comparison, man. 14 gold. I'll take a look at the
Nothing
mediums
tiny,
for a
nothing
minute, just to see
huge.
what they got.
All about moderation.
Cut you and add 25 damage. Is it really just that simple? It's just a silencer? I mean, the 25 damage matters, too. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. What I do know is our damage is scaling like pure detritus right now. We need to find a way to change that. And I'll spend to make it happen. Is that it? If you have one weapon, it has lifesteal and 5% crit. I can't take a 60% crit away. But I could... I don't think I could do it, man. I can't do it. I don't think that was the way. Buddy, I don't have this kind of scrap to be spending on all these rerolls. Leftmost item is plus 16% crit chance. What are we looking at here? 94%. I'm taking a risk, I think, going up against the shock trooper, but let's see what we can do here. If they don't have any lockdown, we win. Like, our build is still good. It is just, like, we're definitely reaching a point where the katana starting damage is, like, not good enough. But we can't just switch to the double barrel, because with no reload, and actually having not been buffed at all, like, a silver double barrel is not going to be impressive at all either. So it's really, like, we're kind of in a tight spot. You probably already know what I'm about to say then. We're really looking for a boulder. It does seem like to me we can take on just about any enemy. I hope I don't regret that decision. Can I be honest with you? It's not like the gold katana really would have mattered in the whole scheme of things, even if we could have gotten it. Thank you for not critting me. That's all I needed to say. Adjacent items get an 8% crit chance. It's just... multicast if it's adjacent to a friend. This rifle. So I definitely feel like there's a reasonable chance for sure that we lose today. Because our build has been in a little bit of a holding pattern for some time here. I think we have to start looking for fast, or not fast items, large items. Because if we, and ammo shop. Because if we can get boulder, we got plays. Now we have a serious problem with this dinosaur, man. Because it's gonna break something critical. That takes away all of our scaling. Just pretty nasty. You are also about to take away just either the katana or the dock lines would pretty much ruin my life. Oh wait, but I don't have it. Not that it matters. You've already beaten me. But okay, are we not on lethal? This one fell apart pretty quick, but I'm happy we got those first 4 as quickly as we did, man. Because like better to be in this position, I suppose. Give me some enchanted stuff, man. Maybe you got an enchanted sniper rifle. Slow 2 items for 3 seconds on a sniper rifle. That's quite humorous. How about divest yourself from the dock lines when your enemy uses an item? Slow it for 1 second, and just. I don't know. Basically, we're trying some stuff that for me is a little new. We're a little light on the cash front. I really find it hard to believe that the cooldown reduction on the katana is going to do anything for us at this point. We got to take a bigger swing. I don't know what the swing is, but I know if we go with the other option, we definitely are just like treading water. Our only active item constantly getting slowed is... It bodes poorly, let's put it that way. But we're still in there. Your weather machine is scaling, or whatever this lightning rod is scaling. You're dead, so I don't care. Like I said, you're dead? Okay, that was a little spooky, I'll admit. Neophiliac could still work. Okay, haste an item. That's not going to fit with what we're trying to do. I would like to see... I think you have to enchant Tripwire, even though we just added it to the board. We don't need it to be haste, though. We need it to be anything else.
Pleased to meet
Whenever your enemy uses an item, shield 20. I have to imagine that's pretty bad. I was really hoping for, like, burn 200. But I felt like we made the right choice, though. You're not aquatic. You don't really use a tool. Okay. It's improvised weaponry because lifting, I think, is like, it's too late to really matter. I don't know, man. I don't know, okay? We have some form of generating shield now, which is nice. But it's probably not the enchantment that I would have chosen. But we don't need haste. We already have haste, and we can't get rid of the Shadow Cloak because at that moment, it was our only form of scaling. You're gonna poison and slow like a son of a gun. I'm definitely eating the you-know-what out of those slows. Man, I'm doing some serious damage, man. And I'm putting up some shield. The shield is, like, literally irrelevant. But we get to 5, okay. The thing is, you might be like, wow, that was actually pretty good, how much shield it provided. But it didn't really... like, it's because the enemy abilities don't do anything that the shield stayed so high. We are looking for ammo items. We're going for boulder. The only thing that matters is boulder. We have no way to reload you. We have no way to purchase the boulder as well. I mean, it's literally just like, at this point, it's a worse katana because it hasn't been buffed yet. Skill upgrades? I don't know, brother. 3 extra seconds of haste? I can't afford it, I'm sorry to say. I thought maybe I still couldn't afford it. I feel like we're not generating enough shield to stop you. I think it's got to be Bloodreef Captain. Does he have gold crow's nest too? He does. Not that it really matters. Maybe... I was going to say there's a possible flagship pivot, but is there? Because I feel... maybe we're not locked into Tripwire. I'm maybe guilty of thinking that we're locked in, but...
Do your worst.
I really have a hard time seeing us get to 7. By the way, 5 is successful. And I thought for sure we were going to be... Oh, you actually got a damage bonus off of that. I wasn't even paying attention. I thought for sure we were going to be stuck at 4. Forget haste. I know we can get, if you have haste, freeze, but I feel like we really need something that takes us to the next level.
I mean, good to meet you.
Sure, 5 1-second slows means nothing to me with Tripwire, so just give me that extra 50 damage.
Slightly less weak. Ryokon is proud.
And we're not going to be able to level up. I'm sorry, you gotta go. It's just because I'm running something different. I'm risking some coin. We're broke. We gotta take chances, man. What are you rocking on? 5 wins? Someone at my level...
Go ahead.
You know what is nice, though? We're not on lethal, which means we should have an enchantment coming. We can enchant our katana, which goes off all the time. Or maybe you could put deadly on a crow's nest, which is very classic. I don't want to say anything yet. I'm not saying anything at all. Saying nothing. How did you heal so much? I'm upset. I'm very mad. Oh, because your enchanted seaweed is dummy, man! Seaweed's too goated. I thought we were gonna stay alive just because this thing was going off. Alright, that's fine. Enchantment on the katana, I don't even know what I want it to be. You know what? Okay, heal effects. I know this sounds crazy. The shield is not going to keep us alive, man. No, you can't override it. You gotta fish for something better. Please be like poisoned. Burn is worse because it doesn't go through shield. But it's nice to have something to erode shield so that we can actually get a kill. So I think that mostly worked out. We are extraordinarily broke, though. For this stage of the game, we should not be this broke. That's a problem. That's a solution, though. That's very nice. I guess I would like to go to the Bazaar Con and take something for free. I'm going to take 3 small items. And my thinking is that, like, we can sell those for enough money to buy something. I was just going to say, if we fight an enemy we can beat, then we'll get enough XP to level up without having needed the 2 XP. Because right now, the only thing that matters is tomorrow. The burn is significant here, but I have a hard time believing it's going to be significant on PvP. And that's just a slap in the face, but that's fine. What happens? Tripwire would go to 2 seconds. I want the money, I'm sorry. I just think Tripwire is like the obvious target, because the scaling on this, I mean, it is better, but it's not as good as like double the slow, I think. Not that I expect it to really play a role. Okay, now this is why we have 39 gold, because if we can find something viable here. I don't think it's Curio. The other thing we're looking for is Boulder. So if we can get like an ammo shop, I just don't see you helping us enough right away. That's a joke. This is Boulder shop, man. Okay, we did not get it. Hasted Javelin is like, it's tempting, but we have what we need. You lost a lot early and are now on a streak, which is scary to me. Shiny Ignition Core, burn 11. Spices. Ah! Slow that thing down, man. Spices and Fiery Flamethrower. It's a very scary prospect, but we get there. Oh my god, we're going to have a chance to play to get a pip. And I honestly thought this video was, maybe I had them backwards. Maybe they won early and now they're tanking, but I thought there was no shot we were making it to 6. 6 is a good run, man. Even though it has been a little bit more up and down than our last one. We're still kind of broke. Or at least we only have enough money to make like one big swing. So we're going to choose the shop appropriately. Otherwise, we're going to get stuff that at least sells nicely. And I was just going to say, it doesn't have to be the big man. We got it. We're close enough to a level that, I mean, there's rollover XP, don't get me wrong, but I'm trying to think of like what would be a big swing for us. It would still be nice to get Deadly Crow's Nest so that we did double crit damage with our katana.
Already? We barely got off.
I'm just not in a position to think about that. How about like a slow skill, man? When you slow freeze is something. Because we slow really reliably. Radiant doesn't really matter to me, bizarrely enough. Actually unintended. And I was looking for Boulder, honestly. Really not thrilled about taking 25 damage, but let's see, what are we cooking up here? A level 11 Vanessa on 4. I don't know what to think about this, but I'm just going to say thank you to Tempo for the opportunity to be playing for silver here. Shielded Submarine with the Deadly Crow's Nest. We need to lock that sub down, man, because it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. That was a hell of a freeze. That was like a 400-second freeze? Now, just give it a second. It's going to take a minute, okay? It's going to take a minute to get the show started. But I do think I'm scaling, and so are they. But I think that the burn might be making a difference, man. I can't see the top of my screen. We win these. That's crazy that we got to 7. Okay. Now we focus on getting to 10. Do I think it's likely? No, I don't think it's likely. But I thought it was unlikely we'd get to 5, and we busted off 3 in a row. With some very generous opponent selection. No disrespect if they're watching, but I mean, as you may have noticed, I occasionally have bad builds as well. Sounds crazy? I'm saving my money. There's no diamond item you could give me. Nothing replaces this except a better version of this. So I'm saving my 8 gold, man. You're actually like something. You might matter now that I think about it in the case of a slow. For sure. Why not, man? We're going to take what we can get here because we're good for it. You'd make slows better. You'd make slows better? Oh my god. 3 seconds slow? We didn't even need to upgrade you?
Well, you're doing your part to clean up.
Hey, we shouldn't be doing this one by one.
Sitting there 20 years.
That was a pretty good curio shop, man. I'm thinking, to be honest with you, you're really not the type of fella we want to go up against. If we get another option to enchant, as crazy as it sounds, if it's a crit enchant, it goes straight to Crow's Nest. If it's not a crit enchant, I don't care about 26 shield, man. If it's not a crit enchant and it's random, we throw it on the tripwire because it works better for our win condition, I think. When you heal, an item gains crit chance. I don't think that's going to be relevant for us at all. Lifesteal is not healing, and we already got a lot of crit. Oh my god, it's deadly. You put it on the Crow's Nest. Again, not a guaranteed win, but one of the few ways that we could really drastically improve the damage by getting that set up.
The dunes?
Hang on, what are we even looking for, man? What the heck are we gonna find here? Maybe you should be smart and just take a large diamond item.
I guess you can keep it.
Yeah, Vanessa on 8s. Again, I'm tempering my expectations. I'm just happy to be here, man. I really thought we were locked on 4.
I may be young.
Nice skin. OG settler, huh? A lot of submarines lately. And that's a heck of a Lang John, man. A Lang John that can't be slowed and is hasted to the gills.
You fall like
Fair
a
enough.
boulder.
Honestly,
I flow.
you got a heck of a build going on there with that bad boy. Still, can I say that I'm exhilarated? That was exhilarating for me. I don't know how many ranked games in a row that is with like a reasonable outcome, but I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm feeling pretty good in this meta. And it's all that some people might not like the variance on day 1 and 2 with the starts that you got going on, but I was having a great time riding the waves, man. For the time being. Let's pop this bad boy down here. I don't know why I'm still excited to open this stuff. It's not worth anything. Wow! Never mind, man! Wow! What is this? 4735? It's 1 of 1, man. Hang on. I'm adding this to my cringe collection. Snip. What is it? It's an album. It's a soundtrack. That's my certificate of providence. It's a legendary album, man. Hey, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps us greatly. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time. Later.